Hey legends, what's up? So Tassie's out of lockdown. I'm about to head into work. Got some orders to pack up that have asked for signatures on the bottles, so we'll get that sorted out. Got me trusty mask because that's the new rules for this week. You got to wear a mask at work. Now, we do spend a fair bit of time at work on our own, so I don't think I'd need to wear a mask if I'm the only one there, but yeah, if it's just me and Dad, I still don't even know how that works. Like, he's immediate family, isn't he? Is that not the rule? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? I've got it anyway. Let's go. Far out. You want to talk about a crack up? I spotted a couple of people wearing their masks in their car on their own, just out of the corner of my eye. I wasn't really looking for it. But then I was wondering how many people are sitting in their car on their way to work wearing a mask. So I'm just kind of looking at everyone as they drive past. But fuck me, I didn't see a lot of masks, but what I did see is about 150 fuckwits looking down at their mobile phone while cruising along. Like, it's one thing to risk your own life, but there's people out there sharing that road with you that want to do the right thing, that want to drive carefully, that don't want to be distracted by a fucking mobile phone. They end up in a massive crash with your dumb ass. And it seems to be every time you hear about this type of thing, the innocent person's the one coming off second best and the fuckwit on the phone walks away without a scratch. Come on, Tassie, do better than that. Before you start on me with your video and while you're driving, no, I was on the laneway on the farm that leads up to the distillery. So, shut up. Righto. We are into it. Just getting the wash run into the still now, so I'll fire her up. 1, 2, and 3. All right, while that sorts itself out, I had a question yesterday from one of the Patreons, Rick Mitchell, wanted to know how you go about working out the breakdown for the spirits. That's reducing that ABV down to the bottling strength. Now, we use an app called Alcodens, but even though it does a lot of the calculations for you, you still need some information to punch in so it knows what to work out. First thing you need is the ABV of your starting spirit, which goes in there, which you get with your alcometers or hydrometers. But if you're using alcometers, you then need to correct for temperature, which you do using a book like this one. So you've got temperatures along the top, the alcometer readings down the side. Where they converge, that's your corrected reading, which then goes in there. Let's call it 60%. Then what you need to tell it is the volume of spirit that you have. Now, to get that, we open another tool in the app, which looks like this. Now, by telling this calculator the ABV of your spirit and what it weighs, let's say 8 kilograms, that will tell you there's 8.79 litres of that spirit. That is because an ethanol-water combination changes in density depending on the percentage of ethanol in that solution. So now that we know we've got 8.79 litres, we can punch that into this other calculator that we were on before. Source 2, that's obviously just water, so don't need to worry about that. But down here, we need to tell it the strength that we are trying to get to. For example's sake, let's call it 45%. Then over here, it's going to spit out a number. From source 2, we need 3.08 litres, source 2 being the water. And that will give us a final blend of just under 12 litres at our new ABV of 45%. So there you go, Rick. That's a look at the Alcodens app and a couple of the tools that it has available. There's a whole heap more this app does, but that is how we use it to break down the ABV of spirit. There you go. Just getting the next label order ready. Sneak peek at this guy. Oh, 6, 6. Oh, that's a big boy. All right, now 10:30. Let's check on this low wines run, see where we're at. Okay, gonna be a long day. So how's that massive bit of news over the last couple of days about the Lark acquisition of Sheen? Far out, that is big plays by Lark. Sheen is a big distillery on a big estate. It's going to put them in a very dominant position moving forward with the future of Tasmanian and Australian whiskey for that matter. But wow, $40 million, that is a lot of money. But if you're following this or you're a fan of Lark or Sheen, let me know what you think about this deal. Good thing or bad thing for you. But either way, I reckon we got them scared. We're up to barrel 141 now, so they'll be after us next. I just got a Snapchat from one of my cobbers. You've got to have a look at this. He's currently up on that mountain doing the guardrails on the side of the road. That is covered with snow and ice. Oh, you can fucking have that, fella. I'm going to be in here. All right, quick status update on the whiskey. We are down to less than 24 bottles of the red wine single cask single malt. Down to 12 of the Touchstone single malt. And the very last and lonely bottle of the new French oak overproof. So if you have been hanging out for any of those three, I would say last days. You're going to have to get in quick. But if you do, remember the rule. Username in the order notes. All right, I am heading off. It is freezing cold down here at the moment. That wind ripping off the mountain is just like ice, and it cuts straight through you. But I've got old trusty because I've got to make a quick stop in Sorel. They've got a pretty decent order of whiskey that they're going to put on the shelf. So if you're heading through Sorel down in southern Tasmania and you want to check out some of our bottles, celebrations at the Pembroke Hotel. Call into their bottle shop. As I say, they're keeping a pretty awesome supply. So massive thanks, celebrations at the Pembroke. Awesome job. Well, made it home. Now, I don't have any usernames to put up on the board for today because none of the orders had usernames in the order notes. But if you do want your name up there, remember, if you do grab any of those whiskies we were talking about before, put your username in those notes and I'll happily put it up on the wall. Now, one last thing before I leave you for today, guys, massive thank you to these people you can see on your screen right now. These guys make up the Patreon, and I am so grateful for their support. So massive thank you to these guys. All right, guys, that's the vlog for today. If you could do me a solid and hit like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe, stay awesome. Catch you guys in the next video. See you around.